ages. Welcome to the January 11th Monday Night Raw review. The second Raw of the year. It's a Rudy Tooty Booty kind of show. Narrow it down a little bit. It was a Rudy Tooty Booty kind of show. Earlier in the day, some news broke on WWE.com. The Icon Sting being announced in 2016 inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. Congrats to him. Been a Sting fan my entire wrestling fan career, 20 plus years. Started watching WCW Saturday Night back in '95. Latched on the Stinger for minute one. Loved the blonde flat top, the face paint. The way the way he would scream. I can't scream like that at all. Just everything Sting did into the NWO version of Sting. When they had the fake Sting and he said it wasn't him, and then the Monday Night Nitro promo when he ended it going, the only thing for sure about Sting is nothing's for sure. Dropped the mic, walked down on WCW, went to the rafters, the Vigilante, the Crow Sting, never to speak for a year. As a fan new to wrestling at that time, a couple years in, not understanding storylines and whatnot, it was more, to me, it's like it was a waste of his career, Obviously it's something he wanted to do, and, he kind of developed a character and come down with the black bat, and I hated the NWO, black and white, and when he joined the Wolfpack, I'm like, if it's good enough for Sting, it's good enough for me. It's down to TNA, following Sting there, watching him in TNA. When I first learned about TNA, I got told, Christian Cage, Christian's there, Sting's there, Jeff Jarrett. I'm like, oh, okay. I was all WCW guys here pretty much. Jeff Jarrett, Sting. So I, followed his TNA career. I was there live in St. Louis, Survivor Series, when he debuted for the first time ever in WWE. So glad to see him as part of the Hall of Fame. I think much needed, long time coming. Excited about it. Excited to see who actually inducts him. Lex Luger maybe, Marcus Bagwell, Hogan, maybe Ric Flair. He was part of the Four Horsemen at one point. Only time will tell. We'll see. Lex Luger be the first choice, I think, if his health will let him do it, and then possibly Hogan if WWE let Hogan come back. All right, on to the Monday Night Raw, January 11th. The show starts off with the McMahons out. The entire roster on the stage. The McMahons say that one of those wrestlers will be the new world champion at Royal Rumble, with Roman Reigns defending the world title in the Royal Rumble match. 1 versus all, 1 versus 29. Vince talking, this person can win the Rumble, this person, he talks about Kevin Owens, he talks about the New Day, and starts talking about the New Day. You got Jericho in it, and you got all this. Roman Reigns comes out, and he's like, I'm not here to knock you out, Vince, I'm not here to do this. What if I win? So Vince makes a match for Monday Night Raw main event. Roman Reigns versus all. 1 versus all. So, and then he's like, even Dean Ambrose could be on the opposing side versus you, Roman. But he's got a match first. About that time, Sheamus attacks Ambrose. He's on the stage. He attacks him. First match of the night, Sheamus versus Ambrose. Was actually a good little match. I kind of enjoyed it. And then a double count out. Ambrose, it was attacking Sheamus on the outside. After the double count out, he continues the attack. Owens comes down and attacks Ambrose. Ambrose gets carried to the back by the referees after the attack by Owens. Backstage, they send whatever her name is, a little short interview check, sends her to interview Ambrose as he comes out of the emergency area, and they ask him about his injuries, blood. He's like, he says, as long as I got a pulse, I'm good to go. Of course, You swing away from this, you swing into a camera angle of Vince, Stephanie, and Paul Heyman talking about Brock Lesnar, the Beast and Carnage. How Brock Lesnar wants to go to Mania and face the winner of the Rumble, world champion, for the title. And Stephanie and Vince were like, no, Paul. If Lesnar wants a shot, he has to be in the Rumble, period. My client doesn't want to be in the Rumble. My client wants to go on to WrestleMania and face the winner. Let's go in the office and discuss this. Okay. So we get more about that later. First match on the actual show after the little Sheamus Ambrose double countout. The next match, we had a rematch from last week. We had Stardust versus Titus O'Neil. Actually, a pretty good match. I thought it was better than last week. But I like Stardust. I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan. I just wish they'd get rid of the stupid gimmick. Not a big fan of Primetime and Titus. Titus is getting better in the ring, I think. The more singles matches he has, the better he gets. Titus ended up getting the victory here. He celebrated with the fans. He picked the little kid up, set him on and kind of was doing the primetime dance with the kid, which is kind of cool to see. And it's kind of like some of the stuff they've done with Titus. They're kind of making him like the John Cena type role with some of the Make-A-Wish things he's done, some of the fan interaction stuff. Stardust comes out and ends up attacking him and goes to the back. Next, we have the Y2J Chris Jericho return of the highlight reel with the New Day. Oh, yeah. The New Day out there with Jericho. We all know what Jericho's like with the highlight reel. It was just, comical stuff. Obviously, the New Day being the New Day and talking about how they're the best tag team of the year last year and how they got screwed out of the Slammies, and out comes the tag team Slammy award-winning tag team of the year, the Usos. Talk about they have a match to see who's number one and blah blah blah, and Jericho's like, hey wait, there's three of them and there's 1, 2, 3, so why don't we do this? Woods will be in their corner, I'll be in your corner, New Day versus Usos. So okay, so we get New Day with the Woods in the corner versus the Usos with Y2J in the corner. You got the New Day just being the New Day, everything that they do. I would basically call the New Day a 2016 version of DX, a G-rated version of D-Generation X is what the New Day is. If you had PG-13 again like DX was and let the New Day go, you'd have pretty similar things, I believe. Yeah, Xavier Woods with his trombone, which is getting comical. Hell, I'll tell you what, just him and that freaking trombone. I guess he laid the trombone down or something and had his back to where it was laying. Jericho picks it up and woo, right in his ear. Scares the living hell out of Xavier. Jericho ends up breaking the trombone in half and throwing it at him. And then we get beyond, because of the distraction, we had a quick roll up by one of the Usos, Jimmy J, I don't know which one's which. Roll up Kofi, quick 1, 2, 3, non-title victory by the Usos over the New Day. So probably at Rumble we'll have a title match with these two teams. We had the Wyatt family come out, cutting a promo, and they got interrupted by the Social Outcast. Heath Slater, who needs fired. Bo Dallas, who needs fired. The hell's the other guy's name? Oh, Alex Rose, he needs fired. And Curtis Axel, who I think is one of the top 10 talent in WWE right now. So yeah, we had Curtis Axel and these three dumbasses come out called the Social Outcast, challenging the Wyatt family. So as they all four walk to the ring, they're all four cutting their own little promos, and Bo Dallas, believe, says they're like the Four Musketeers. Yeah, he needs to go away. So we had a match to the Wyatt family versus the Social Outcast. Wow. And Ryback comes out. He's a social outcast himself. Comes out and obviously going after the Wyatt family after they went after him last week. Next, we had a U.S. title on the line. We had champion Roberto Del Rio versus Kalisto, one half of the Lucha Dragons. Wow. What a match. This is equal almost to the Owens-Neville match of last week. This is one of those matches that, like I've said before, I don't normally rate Raw matches. I said 3.5 star. It would have been 4 if they would give him a little more time. There was a botched Hurricane Rana by Kalisto and Del Rio that kind of hurt it. That was early on, but it got better. Del Rio's power versus Kalisto's high-flying maneuverability. Just everything Kalisto did, the power of Del Rio had a counter for it. Del Rio goes for, he gets him hung up on the turnbuckle. Del Rio stands on the turnbuckle, goes for his patented double stomp, kind of like what Finn Balor does there in NXT. Kalisto was able to pull himself down toward the, kind of tight against the ring buckle, the pole. He missed. He jumped. He kind of tripped as he came down. Kalisto was able to jump off a quick roll up, and we have a new United States champion, Kalisto. After the WWE World Title Tournament and Kalisto was in there, I really like him singles now. No, Sin Cara getting hurt. Kalisto has to go do something. After his matches there in that tournament, his one match he lost, but he won the first match, lost the second match. I was really hoping he'd actually get a singles title. Now he's U.S. champion. Obviously, we'll have a rematch at Rumble probably. If not, actually, I think the rematch is on SmackDown this week. So hopefully Kalisto keeps the title after SmackDown. Really impressive. I like this guy, the young kid, a lot. Very high flying, kind of the modern day Rey Mysterio. Next, we had just kind of a random ass women's shit. We had Brie Bella with Alicia Fox come out versus Charlotte with Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Becky Lynch, obviously a little pissed off over last week and some of the things Charlotte's done to her, comes out and attacks Charlotte. After the Becky Lynch beat down on Charlotte, Rick grabbed the mic, says Charlotte's in no condition to wrestle because of Becky Lynch. So Charlotte limps away. Charles Robinson's the referee, and Flair looks at Charles Robinson and goes, "Back it up, fat boy!" It's Charles Robinson, little Nate. I don't know what that was about, but... And then the Divas leave, so we didn't have a Divas match tonight, or last night. So we had the main event. We had one versus all. And Vince said Reigns will face all until he can't move. It was Roman Reigns versus, ended up being, all the ones came out with Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, Kevin Owens, the Wyatt family, the New Day, Stardust, and the Ascension. Started off with Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. Okay. I was okay with that. I'm a big Kevin Owens fan. I think they need to push him to the moon. Then Cosmic Wasteland gets involved. Tyler Breeze was out there for some random reason, gets involved. Superman Punch by Roman Reigns. And then we had the New Day, Kevin Owens, Alberto Del Rio, and Sheamus all attack Reigns. And then out comes the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Lesnar comes in and takes out the New Day, Owens, Sheamus. And then you have Roman Reigns laying in the ring. So you're thinking, okay, what is Brock Lesnar going to do? Brock Lesnar, F5 Roman Reigns. Yay! So don't know. Obviously, it looks like we're setting up for Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at Mania. Dear God, no, not again. If we remember that match from WrestleMania 31, and it was pretty bad. I mean, I'm fine with doing rematches at Mania. The Rock Austin stuff was good. Shawn Brett, that was those matches were pretty good. But just, Brett Taker, I'm fine with Brett, Tripp, Taker. I'm fine with those kind of stuff. I don't want to see a Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar rematch at Mania. Please, dear God, no. Why would you ruin the biggest WrestleMania ever? To me, it would ruin it. If Rock is supposed to be there, have Rock and Tripp. Have Cena's out, so Taker and a young guy. Oh, I don't know. Pick your young guy. It doesn't matter. I'm fine with Taker Wyatt again. I'd be cool with that. Keep that little feud they've got going on. I'm fine with that. I don't know. Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens for the title? Okay. I'm good with that. Maybe Brock and Sheamus, or Brock and Owens would be interesting. If you're going to have Roman Reigns, or if you're going to have Brock Lesnar get pinned at WrestleMania, you don't need a two-time champion, which is Roman Reigns is, to do it. You need to give it to a Sami Zayn, to a Kevin Owens, to a Cesaro if he's healthy to come back. Or maybe one of the new guys you're bringing in, like a Doug Gallows or Nakamura, or that other guy coming in, hopefully from New Japan. Oh, what is his name? Oh, God. The former WGP World Champion. Oh, my God. I didn't write it down. I forgot his name. Oh, yeah. The phenomenal AJ Styles. But anyway, we'll see what happens between now and Rumble, now and Mania. I have a new series I'm working on for the lead up to WrestleMania. More details later. But there's about a 10 video series that's going to be involved in it. When I get everything filmed and everything ready to go, there'll be kind of an intro to it, what it's going to be about. So stay tuned for that. As always, make sure you check out all 5 Average Sports shows. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Have a spiffy night. Average Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channels.
Truth revealed, tricks you never lived and scars never healed. In the darkness, light will take you to the